Hi, I'm Ashura, and welcome to the second storyline in my playthrough of the main Azj-Kahet campaign, Unraveling the Trapped. As a quick recap, when we got to Azj-Kahet in the last storyline, we were attacked by the Nerubians. We were saved by one of the Heronir, or Wayna, who told us that she was a guardian of some mysterious roots here, and she asked for our help in dealing with the Nerubians who were harvesting the black blood of the old gods. When that was all done, she disappeared, and we were taken here to the Weaver by one of the Weaver's associates. We learned that the Weaver was one of the former Queen's favored, but ever since Xal'atath, the Harbinger, sort of wormed her way into nerubian society and got her claws in the new Queen Ansurek, the Weaver has been on the outside edges of society and is now asking for our help to depose and get rid of the Harbinger once and for all. So that's where we are. Let's jump into it. A little weave-rat tells me that an intriguing series of events are playing out to the north. It seems there has been a remarkably coincidental waterfall of failures marring the military efforts there. I want to know who is responsible. Look into it for me, and see if your curiously binary eyes can pluck out any potential allies. Some of your little friends are among the escapees, drawing the ire of one Zev. Do go catch up. Tell them the Weaver bids them greetings. There is no gift more valuable than information, my little morsel. Now shoo.
Friend, you weren't followed, were you? When shadow falls, lamplighters rise.
We thought we were well hidden. Clearly not as hidden as we would have liked. But I am grateful to see you nonetheless.
If you are lost in darkness, we are here to help.
We found these prisoners fleeing a nearby Nerubian military base. The circumstances of their escape are unclear, even to them. As if someone else created the opening they needed to escape. They need rest, but we need to find out what happened in there. Food first. Maybe once they've regained some of their strength, they'll remember something.
Be strong. A meal should offer some strength and comfort after all they've been through.
The guards near us were arguing about new orders. Then they just walked off. Have you seen the flora here?
I joined the Dragonscale Expedition for Adventure, to be the first to research the flora and fauna of new lands and document as much as I could. So being down here, it's the opportunity of a lifetime. To think all this time, entire civilizations existed just beneath the surface. Oh, if only my camera hadn't broken.
Go capture some memories.
A solvent was knocked over and dissolved the webbing of our cages. How fortunate. This isn't the first time the Nerubians have struck civilians. We're lucky so many were taken captive. When it comes to our people, they don't tend to take prisoners. Which leaves me wondering, why? Why take civilians? Merchants? Scholars? When we were attacked in the Isle of Doran and Dalaran crashed, some of the Nerubians took survivors from Dalaran prisoner and put them in cages, and I was actually really surprised. I didn't expect to see them.
You need something?
See you later.
You need something?
Life or death situations sure have a way of putting things into perspective. Really makes you think about not wanting to waste any more time.
See you later.
A brief visit to Dalaran turned into this. Yet I cannot help but feel I am meant to be here, somehow. I've seen corruption, opulence, and the atrocities they wreak before. I will do what I can to help. I must tend to the wounded, and lend an understanding ear. We will get through this, as we did before. Well, not all of us. But the survivors must press on with hope. Always.
Good day.
One man insisted on staying behind. Friend, might want to go get the madman before the venom does.
We are a light in the darkness.
These people have been through so much. Civilians, not even soldiers. Most of them didn't sign up for this, and yet they became prisoners of war. If anything back at the Nerubian base could give us an advantage, we have to take it.
Don't give in to fear.
If someone got left behind, we need to do something about that. I hate to say it, but these people need someone to protect them here. I have to stay. Find the straggler, and while you're at it, take a peek behind enemy lines. See if you can find anything useful.
Despite every madman or no, I won't stand for a single soul being left behind. Go find him.
Message received. Now, shoo, little spider. You'll blow my cover. You. Over here. And stay low.
Ahoy!
Don't draw attention. Look, something's happening up there. Ask Flynn why he stayed behind. I was the last of us here, but I know they took more captives from the surface. Not sure where they took the rest. I was looking around, trying to find information, when that little spider with the bell found me with a note from someone called the Weaver. She requested anything I find be brought to her. He winces. In exchange, she has the antidote to this venom waiting for me. So I'm looking for something about the other captives, invasion plans, weaknesses, anything. Not to mention, they took some of my personal effects that I wasn't willing to leave without.
Don't look back.
Zevkal, the ascended general of the Nerubian military, berates underlings for failing to keep the prisoners who escaped. To avoid word of this failure spreading, he executes the underlings. Then Zevkal leaves for Siegehold.
A job's a job, mate.
Flynn groans in pain.
Watch your back out there.
I definitely had everything under control. Flynn winces. But I'll admit it. It's a relief to see you.
Next round's on me.
Even with the general gone, it's not going to be easy getting out of here. This place is infested. I know I'm hiding it well, but I'm not exactly feeling my best. I'm not sure I'll be much help in this state. You're going to have to clear a path for us.
Eyes on the horizon. I'm all ears. Let's get paid.
To add insult to injury, they disarmed me. I'm not leaving without those blades. While we're looking, keep an eye out for any evidence of what's going on here. Anything that could give us an advantage against the Nerubians. Something strange happened that provided us the opening to escape. I have a feeling that could be something we can exploit.
See you around.
I need my weapons. And something for this Weaver, so she'll give me an antidote. Since I like being alive. Looks like my fellow prisoners escaping was no coincidence. And these orders came from a Nerubian. Anub'azal.
A torn fragment of an official document with letters that appear to have been burned instead of written, signed with the name Anub'azal.
Seems that Zevkal fellow we saw is getting pheromones sent to him? From a general? No idea what that means, though.
Smells foul. The label reads, "For you, Zevkal. Pity you can't make your own. Cordially, Anub'azal."
I'll take those. Feeling more like myself already.
A pair of sea-weathered blades.
I am well acquainted with that particular bottle of venom. Unfortunately.
A broken flask with a residual venomous tang that singes your nose.
Are you thirsty? I'm thirsty.
In my defense, they disarmed me. And it envenomed me. Also, does this look infected to you? Anyway, if not for all that, I would have helped. You have my word.
Let's get paid.
There must be something around here that can give us an edge against the Nerubians.
Keep your powder dry.
This seems like enough to trade to the Weaver for that antidote. Anub'azal is a good lead to investigate. There's something here, I'm sure of it.
Don't look back.
This Anub'azal gave the orders that led to the prisoner's escape. Zevkal here didn't seem very pleased with that. So how about this? You sneak into Siegehold and make an alliance with Anub'azal. I've noticed a lot of cargo being ferried over. I'm sure no one would notice if we just swapped out the contents of a particular crate. In the meantime, I'll share our discoveries with the Weaver. Hopefully that'll be enough to trade for something to help with this venom.
Watch your back.
We've got a plan now. Sneak into a crate and get a lift to Siegehold. Find this Anub'azal. Meanwhile, I'll get this intel to the Weaver and get that antidote.
I like how Flynn's answer to everything is just stow away in a crate.
What an interesting delivery. Everyone, return to your duties, now! This is an approach, intruder.
What an interesting delivery you are. I have use for you. I am General Anub'azal. I loathe having little bipeds like you in the Siegehold. However, that is no longer up to me. Zevkal is pushing me out of my own military stronghold and collecting overcrawlers to boot. The Queen has deemed him High General, but he is unnatural, warped, and unfit. This will not stand. I have decided to use you and your kind against Zevkal. And yes, you will get something out of it. Search that rubbish pile there. You will see. You could swear Gazlo just twitched. Shh, I'm hiding here.
I know you're alive. The question is, are you useful? You are far from home.
I have plans for the both of you.
My loyalty will never falter.
There, I have extended some goodwill. You have a little goblin friend. I know how much your kind clings to each other for warmth. And now you both will do things for me. First, I will provide you with my pheromone scent mark. It will keep my loyal soldiers from attacking you. It marks you as mine. Ugh, why are these pheromones so gross? Pheromone marks are temporary ways that we identify groups. You are now under my command, and those who respect that will let you be. Can you explain pheromones more? This must be an odd concept to an outsider. It is very normal to us. Pheromones are marks that establish relationships between nerubians. The strongest of us have the highest quality pheromones to show ownership of others. These new ascended nerubians are very strong, yet they lack the ability to make pheromones. Many of the older guard, myself included, have a harder time taking them seriously. They have a fake, bizarre, and manufactured power. Yet we cannot ignore that they are formidable, and our queen has created potent soldiers. But at what cost? Our heritage of natural pheromones. What else follows that?
Be thankful you are useful. Greetings, overcrawler.
Your friend complains, but my mark will keep you relatively safe, except from Zevkal's guards. They won't care about scent marks if they're already hostile to me. So make the most of it, but take care.
For Azj-Kahet, remain.
Zevkal has recently placed his own loyal lackeys in key positions around Siegehold. Killing them will force replacements, which will cause chaos and retraining, all of which will make Zevkal struggle. Get rid of all three.
For Azj-Kahet,
It isn't enough to inconvenience Zevkal. He should be humiliated. I already have some information, but I need more. He stores military logs in a room that is too tiny for me to access. See what information he's hiding. I'm sure there's potential blackmail material in there somewhere.
Be thankful you are useful. Eliminating Zevkal's lackeys is but the first move. Blackmail will be the death blow.
I'm gonna salvage what I can here. Throw together an explosive or two.
Oh no. Loyal voices silenced. Seems Zevkal wasn't paying attention.
I noticed you trying to defend your own obsolescence, you dusty ancient.
A little overcrawler with the Anub'azal scent mark. Get whatever you were sent for and get out of my way.
A detailed description of the losses of nerubian troops at the siege-hold.
Hey, you looking for work?
What was I doing? It's a long story. Tell me about it, Gaslow. It all started when... You know what? It's too long. I'll summarize. I was defending against one of the nerubian attacks. Quite effectively, I might add. But I was webbed inside my Shredder X3922 and dragged into this place. They took my friends hostage, but I've managed to stay hidden here. Anub'azal has been standing here for hours, as if waiting for me to mess up. I guess he knew the whole time. Then you came along. Now you're caught up.
Look what the skeins pulled in.
Zevkal knows that I am involved. I wanted him to know. But he can say nothing because he is unable to make his own pheromone marks. I've used mine for his needs so far. If he admits he can't, everyone would question his authority, not to mention his status as a nerubian. It is quite a scandal. There should be something I can use. Let me see. This is not blackmail material, but it is far worse.
My loyalty will never falter.
These logs of Zevkal's. He's wasting numerous nerubian lives, throwing them away like some rabid mantid. We must act. As I said, Zevkal doesn't produce his own pheromone marks anymore due to this ascension process. He's been forced to use mine. His alchemist is trying to concoct some for him, but once they do, what of me? Take those false pheromones and sneak them out of Siegehold. Expose Zevkal. Use them. You're creative, aren't you? Just make it messy.
Plenty more where that came from.
I don't trust this big bug at all. He let me lay their ages without saying anything. But if he wants to give us access to Siegehold, let's use it. I saw some other people dragged away into other parts of the base. I don't think they're eating them. Looks more like they're transporting them somewhere. Let's gather them up, make a prisoner convoy, and roll on out. Find me outside.
Business is booming.
Acquire Zevkal's pheromones for me, and I'll ensure the freedom of your allies.
You got it, boss. Don't worry, I threw down my lockpicks, also known as explosives. Your rescue chariot awaits. This way, folks.
Thank goodness. If I had to listen to Baba Ganoush grind his teeth any longer.
Baba Ganoush grumbles.
Just kidding. Let's regroup with everyone else.
What is it?
This seems to be a mirror image. It stares at you calmly. I saw you earlier, Draenei. Using the last of my mana, I tried to help this group, but I am exhausted. We are close by, cloaked with greater invisibility. Have you seen Anduin? No. Is he missing? This isn't a safe place to talk. We should get moving. The invisibility is wearing off. Meet up at the transport wagons.
Remember, patience.
We're over
You're here. We'll head to the wagons, but I hope you have a real plan in mind.
I'm here to rescue you. Pretend you're part of the next prisoner convoy. You got it. I'll lead the way. Everybody act super sad. Pretend someone was mean to your alpaca.
Keep those pheromones out of Zevkal's hands. It should buy Anub'azal more time.
This large emitter contains Zevkal's alchemized pheromones, since he cannot create them himself.
You buying or selling?
Should talk to everyone first. They all have dialogue. I'll try my best not to look suspicious. Some of these other guys are looking a little too happy about the rescue, though. Why were you webbed instead of in a cage? I think they ran out of cages. Also, I escaped my cage twice. Who was with you? Harold, Winston, and Caro are here with me now. Harold's been here since Dalaran, but I think Caro got captured sometime afterwards. Have you seen Anduin or Illyria? Are they missing? I have been stuck here since Dalaran was attacked. We were kidnapped. They've been feeding us and transporting us around since then. I don't know why.
Hey, don't die out there.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Beware the living.
I'll do what I can to keep the others calm. Don't worry about me.
I look forward to hearing what you've learned.
This may seem like chaos, but nothing compared to the mailroom in Dalaran. Wait, is the mailroom still okay?
No one sends love letters anymore.
I never expected Dalaran to fall.
Have a good one.
I'm hopeful I can return to making pies and cakes. I'm not an adventurer.
Good luck, friend.
What an awful situation.
Zandalar forever.
I'm just glad to not be in that cramped cage anymore.
Off and away.
This rescue feels ill-planned. I should get to ride in the wagon.
Off and away.
We just gotta have everybody be confident. Confidence is the most of it.
Victory.
I had hoped to leave the underbelly of Dalaran. This is not what I had in mind.
Go with honor, friend.
I loathe this stealth approach, but we are wildly outnumbered.
Go forth to victory.
I only deal with the best.
Wow, this is a lot of people, but they're all miserable. Fortunately, that's just the flavor we need to sell my idea. This could work.
Plenty more where that came from.
What did the general ask you to do?
Where there's risk,
Smuggle these out. I bet we can use these later, but if we need to, we'll use them to escape. Hopefully it won't come to that.
Business is booming.
It's time to get out of here with the prisoners and those pheromones. I found some convincing chains since we have such a big group. As long as everybody stays in character, our chances look good. We've only got General Anub'azal's marker scent goop for you and I, so we'll be the drones with permission. You do all the talking, while I mind the cart. I hope this works. Lead us through the gate.
Let me know if you meet a crew.
The grand escape plan's in motion. Remember to stay in character. Overworked and depressed about being on prisoner duty.
Business is booming.
We'd better get moving. Remember, we're prisoners. We could sing a song about how miserable we are.
Maybe not just yet, Mira.
Maybe not ever, Mira.
Where are you taking this prisoner group? I was not expecting any transfers today. I have General Anub'azal's pheromone mark on me. Let us pass.
Wait. Are your orders from Zevkal? Or Anub'azal?
Who do you think, maggot?
But they look like... Never mind. Go ahead. Don't report.
Are we out? Is it safe? Can I breathe?
It's safe. You can breathe.
Keep holding it. For science.
We're free! I could just scream for joy.
And call all those spiders over there down on our heads.
I don't want legs on my head.
Savor, you're not helping.
Got a contract with your name on it.
Let's take a quick breath. We didn't lose anyone, did we?
Where there's risk, there's reward.
We got lucky here. That General Anub'azal is so interested in sabotaging Azj-Kahet, it's an enemy of our enemy is our friend situation for today. Feel like this is gonna be a theme. Spiders trying to use us against each other. Well. You're gonna want to take those pheromones somewhere useful, huh? You do that. I'll take these folks safely out of harm's way.
Plenty more where that came from.
Okay, we're moving out. What if I just hum a jaunty tune?
Spiders, Mira. Spiders.
Eek! Where? We'll go ahead and meet up with this Farron friend of yours. Unless they kill each other first.
It's all right, Mira. If we see any, I'll light them up.
You're so brave!
I'm a postal worker. Trust me, I've seen worse than a dank cave knee-deep in spiders.
I don't want them on my head or my knees.
I would like to point out that this one was not my fault.
What do you have for me? What a beautiful gift. General Anub'azal could be an excellent ally. I'm pleased with your work, morsel. And that's the second storyline. We were able to free any remaining prisoners that had been kidnapped and trapped by the nerubians. Anduin, unfortunately, is still MIA though, but we're gonna see what's going on with that in the next storyline. So, thank you so much for being here with me today, and I will see you in the third and final part of the Azj-Kahet storyline next time. Nah. That spooked me. Oh, it was under me the whole time. Why would you do this to me? I forgot to talk to the prisoners. Where am I going? Oh, aha. I think these are comfortable. Beth, City Historic. That's a job that's in very high demand right now.